Paynesville Area Healthcare System serves the communities you live in. With medical clinics in Belgrade, Cold Spring, Eden Valley, Paynesville, Richmond, and Spicer, you are sure to find personalized care close to home. We truly are a small system with big services.
Hi, I'm Scott Staska, Superintendent of the ROCORI District, and we're back on site at the building project here at the high school. At this point in time, we're kind of looking through the north addition, giving an update from where we've been. I know it's been probably about a month or a month and a half since I last visited with you on the project, but we made incredible amounts of progress, and the project is really looking good at this point in time. One of the first areas that we look at is the commons of the new high school. Again, this will be a pretty significant events area for us as we move into it. Lots of activity in the commons area between the auditorium, the kitchen, the gymnasium, and then just being the commons area where it's a gathering spot. But a pretty significant part of the project and a very important area to the school in the long term as a gathering area and gathering spot. And you can see as we go through lots of progress in this area, just with the painting that's been done of the area really gives it a good definition. Some of the ceiling work that's been done in here, not all of the ceiling is being covered, but enough to give us acoustical impact on it and to bring down the sound level so it's not bouncing off everything, but it's being absorbed up above. And a variety of ceiling types as well, so that you know, we have some that's ceiling tile, and that's still in the process of going in, although the grid work is all in place. And then some of the woodwork, again, to help define the different parts of the commons area. A lot of work in the district office area in particular as we look through the area. Each of the office spaces has been defined much more clearly. As you can see as we look around, coloring has come in here with paint on the wall. A lot of the internal work in the office areas has been completed. We have cabinets that have gone in a lot of the areas. In the outer office space, the reception areas have all been pretty clearly defined as we look at where current staff members, Roxanne and Barb, would be located out front to receive people coming into the district office. But again, a lot of change in the district office and making a lot of progress here. We should be moving into the district office area probably mid to late May, is at least the time frame on it now. We originally had been thinking that we would move sometime during the summer, but the time frame's been moved up a little bit to accommodate other parts of the project. In the gym also, we're making considerable progress, moving towards our goal of completion. Just timeline-wise, to talk through the gym work, a lot of preparatory work in here as we're going at this point in time. Still trying to get things in place before we put the gym floor into place. And so as you can look around the gym, you can see some finishing touches going in, and yet a lot of work that still needs to occur. As we're standing in the gym, we're actually putting in the curtains that drop down and give us the 3 stations. So we're watching folks put those into place. One was installed earlier this week, and the other, as you can see, is being installed at this point in time. But again, those drop-down curtains give us 3 different stages to the gym and 3 different work areas within the gym setting. Leading up to this point, a great deal of work up in the ceilings, and I know we've talked about light fixtures and sound systems at previous points. But a lot of grid work going up there for things that go up into the ceiling actually. Things like our wrestling mats will be on a lift so that we roll them and we lift them up into the ceiling so that they're there permanently. Things like batting cages will be going into the gym so that, again, they're there permanently. and all we have to do is raise and lower them for use at different parts of the season and for different activities. Some of the other finishing things, we've had final coats of paint in here, we've had acoustical panels put in, windows have been finished as we were looking at the gym, the frames have been painted and the windows have actually been installed. As we look across the ends of the gym, access to the areas that are now balcony or standing room only spaces actually comes with the bleachers that are put in. There are no other accesses to that, but the bleachers have to be pulled out. But obviously the railing has been put in place to be protective up there, but during the course of the next seasons, those areas will be used for standing purposes and or for video equipment and filming games and events like that. Incredible progress is being made in the kitchen part. Again, we have a goal, and it's great to see the progress because we have a goal of serving our first meals there the last week of April. Easter weekend, we have the Monday off from school, and then on the 26th, which is a Tuesday, we hope to be serving our first meals out of the kitchen. So a lot of incredible progress has been made as you look through the kitchen, really dividing it up into the different parts to the kitchen. There's a food preparation part, which as you view it from the commons would be the very back part of the kitchen. But lots of equipment has been installed. The counters are being put in place so that there's workspaces, but a lot of food preparation area is coming together for us in a very nice fashion. Then there's part of the kitchen that really is the serving area, so that as you transition from food preparation to getting it ready to go to the students, the nice thing is that we have a row of cabinets here that serve as warming areas. So as food comes off, the preparation area comes out of the oven, it's put on trays, goes into an area where it's maintained and stays warm, and then as it's needed on the serving line, you can open from the front side and it's brought out into the serving line. And so again, equipment in each of those stages is being put into place and being set so it's workable and meets the needs of the kitchen staff. In the front part of it, as you look at it from the commons, the front part is actually the serving area. And kind of hard to see as we look at equipment scattered about right now, but the light fixtures all really define the area that is serving area. And so those will all be filled with counters, and they'll run underneath those light areas, and so the counters will move into shape there as well. That allows them to be filled from the back side, students to walk through from the front side. Ultimately, we will have 5 different lines that are able to come through with 4 checkout points as you go back out into the commons. Again, lots of progress in the kitchen with our goal of being able to serve our first meals on April 26th. As we look over the north end of the complex, again, an incredible amount of work all across the complex. Pieces are really coming together very nicely for us as we think about the commons area and reaching back into the auditorium. Again, at this point in time, all of that space has been opened up, so you can clearly see how the auditorium connects with the commons. Commons and the kitchen connection, where the front doors to the kitchen really give us access back out to the commons for eating and serving purposes. Again, the connection into the gym area with the concession stand right there and entrance into the gym, connection to the boardroom, the commons area really just, it gives us a major event area. And I think in the long-term parts of the district will be a really attractive and really intriguing feature on the construction on the north end part of the project.